Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Finger Guns, and what's this ghost doing here? And we are returning to Drangleic. The Return to Drangleic 2021 event is on, so they are encouraging people to start new characters and journey to Drangleic for 3 weeks. I think the community event is technically going on, so figured it's a good time to sit down, maybe try and record some. I think I'm going to be trying to record a lot more for the future and try and put more content out on YouTube. I have a method of uploading. We'll see how it goes, though. Anyway, we're just jumping in. My name is Guns. I actually do Drangleic 2021. Are you sure of your name? I am positive. So, of the Dark Souls 2 starting classes, I much prefer the warrior over any other class, and there's a few reasons for that. Primarily, they start with a shield, a decent shield, and some decent armor at that. We'll do hot pink for the hair, because why not? And a big, bushy, hot pink beard. Perfect. Nailed it. So they start with a really shitty broken straight sword, but they can pick up a Morning Star. I call it the warrior's secret starting weapon. This. Grab some goodies, and we are off to the races. Pretty much just ignore all this for now. What did I choose for my starting equipment? Oh, the Hellstones. That makes sense. That seems like something I would do. So the Drangleic event encourages a few different things. For example, trying to participate in co-op and PvP as much as possible. Working through the game at your own pace, however you feel comfortable doing it. I'm sure it's fine if we don't end up completing it or anything like that, but it's largely just for fun, rather than like a hard playthrough or anything of that notion, so. Alright, let's pick up some starting equipment. We get our Estus flask from her, get through all of her dialogue, so we can get to that point, so we can walk up to her and just level up and stuff when we need to. I picked up my controller and it's covered in dust. It's very dusty because I haven't used it in a very long time. So over here, wow, that's not working. There we go. I guess I need to be at the right angle. Over here we can grab an Estus flask shard. So we're going in with 2 instead of 1. I don't know why I unequipped the life gems. Because they were going to go right back where they were. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay. I do silly things once in a while. No big dealio, Amelia. Seek lest. Lest seek. I wanted to give you my Estus Flash shard, actually. That's why I came over here. Alright, so after all that talk about the warrior secret weapon, I forgot to go pick it up. So let's go grab it. You can tell I'm out of practice because I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in a while. It's been a year, about, something like that. Because I had started a previous playthrough for recording. And then I got COVID-19, which made doing things very, very difficult. And I had a cough that persisted for several months. It only started clearing up maybe a month or two ago, if that. So I actually feel like I can sit down and record without being interrupted by having to cough constantly. So this is the warrior secret starting weapon, the Morning Star. Let's go off to the Forest of Fallen Giants. So I'll probably be very nonchalant with how I record and present this content, because it's more supposed to be just kind of laid back, fun, and enjoyable more than anything. Otherwise, I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft and a lot of Valheim. Valheim is quite good. I've been enjoying Shadowlands. I'm just kind of stuck in a rut right now where my guild's not really progressing on raid bosses, and I can't really get into good groups on Mythic Pluses because my schedule changed. So the people I had been playing with, I am no longer able to play with for the most part, except for basically a few hours per week, which makes grinding out the content a lot harder. Alright. So you have Big Boy over there, who I don't mess with. And a bunch of these, pro backstab strats. A bunch of these hollow babies. Rude. I'm trying to do that. Okay, didn't get the riposte. Interesting. Yeah, Dark Souls 2's parry riposte mechanics, I don't really understand why they changed them. I don't know if it's like some sort of limitation of the engine. Because Dark Souls 2, and this is part of the reason why it looks so different to the other games, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 is made in the Havoc engine. I don't know what engine Dark Souls 2 is made in. I should probably find out for the sake of knowing things. I don't want to be stabbed in the back by this guy while I'm walking along. I know that's the type of thing that's going to happen if I let him live, so... Yeah, I don't know if they changed some of the mechanics just to try something different. I don't know if they thought that the backstab and parry system in Dark Souls 1 was too powerful or what, but they changed them, and I don't know. I don't really like them quite as much. They feel a lot more inconsistent. Which I suppose doesn't really surprise me that much, but I kind of have this weird love-hate relationship with Dark Souls 2 where I don't strictly hate it. I'm like caught in this loop where one of them is attacking and the other one is like I can't get to the other one because the other one's attacking me. I don't strictly dislike Dark Souls 2. I objectively have put the most hours into Dark Souls 2 compared to the other two games. Well, that might not be true with Dark Souls 3 at this point, because I've played a lot of Dark Souls 3. There's actually content that I never bothered doing in Dark Souls 2 as well, including the Dark Lurker, because it's such a grind to get to it that I just could never be bothered to actually kill the Dark Lurker. I don't know, there's just... Dark Souls 2 suffered from a very troubled development cycle. It wasn't even supposed to be a Dark Souls game in the first place, but Bandai Namco basically told From Software... now this, of course, is on the wings of the first Dark Souls. Bloodborne had barely been released on the PS4. I think Dark Souls 2 came out like a week or two before Bloodborne had released, if I remember correctly. So From Software was still considered to be just like this small indie studio, more or less, that had created a diamond in the rough with Demon Souls and Dark Souls. And with Dark Souls 2, they wanted it to be something completely different. From what I understand, the intention, the intended design was for Dark Souls 2 to be not a Dark Souls game. And there's going to be a lot of time traveling and interdimensional stuff and like just crazy stuff like that, from what I understand. And it also changed developers midway through because of Namco Bandai's demands of making it a Dark Souls game, or else they wouldn't help fund it and publish it. So Dark Souls 2, I say it suffers from an identity crisis, because the Dark Souls part of it was heavily tacked on. And I think if From Software was able to do what they wanted with the game, rather than to kind of being forced to make it a Dark Souls game, I think a lot of... It would what am I even trying to say? It would alleviate a lot of the general concerns that people have with the game. So, for example, I think the radical changes in the environment, for example, going from Earthen Peak to the Iron Keep. Basically, you take an elevator at the top of Earthen Peak, which is a tower by itself. Like, it's already at the top of a mountain. Then you take an elevator up at the end of Earthen Peak, and then you're in the Iron Keep area, which is like this molten rock wasteland, and it's just very jarring, essentially. And people don't like stuff like that, is what it boils down to. But if you kind of think about the fact that maybe it was intended to be kind of a temporal displacement, where Earthen Peak and I keep on forgetting the name of the other area, Iron Keep, are supposed to be the same area essentially across time in like two different planes of existence, like two different essentially thousands of years apart, then that weird transition might be explained through lore like that, through understanding the lore that way. But that's not how it all panned out. And there may not have been enough development time to actually solidify the world design as a Dark Souls title. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on why Dark Souls 2 is such an awkward and unpolished game, especially compared to the other two. And it had a lot to do with a distinct dismembering of the original vision of what the game was supposed to be. So I feel like a lot of the hardcore Dark Souls from Software fans are aware of that. Some people say that that's no excuse for the game to be what it is, that the game is still really shitty. I think as an action RPG, I think the game is fine, honestly. It doesn't have the same DNA that Dark Souls games have. And to quote Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park, a blueprint is a gift and a curse, because once you got the theory of how the thing works, everyone expects the next thing to be just like the first. Jesus, I was not expecting... Those firebomb guys have god-awful aim, so when they actually hit you, it's, jarring. It's actually, surprising when they make contact. I'll try and, I'm being shot in the back. Get the parry. Boom! Headshot. What was I saying? Right. So, even a blueprint is a gift and a curse, because once you got the theory of how the thing works, everyone expects the next thing to be just like the first. And there's a lot of truth in those lyrics. Because a lot of people were disappointed that Dark Souls 2 wasn't just more Dark Souls 1. Even though, and it feels so disjointed, and this is a part of the reason why I take a lot of game criticism with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt, as the phrase is. And it has a lot to do with how disjointed a lot of criticisms and arguments are. So, people complain that Dark Souls 2 isn't exactly like Dark Souls 1, and a lot of the mechanics have changed. But then, when Dark Souls 3 released, everyone complained that it was exactly like Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne. So by the time Dark Souls 3 rolled around, people were suffering from an overload of the same core mechanics. And a lot of the environments looked the same, and a lot of the level design was exactly the same. So how is it? So riddle me this, essentially. I'm getting real close to you, because I really want you to ponder this point. Why is it that everyone hates Dark Souls 2 for not being exactly like Dark Souls 1, but everyone hates Dark Souls 3 for being too much like Dark Souls 1? It's a very, very common criticism I hear of Dark Souls 3. You can't have it both ways. Just, something to think about. Oh, but... he faded away. Alright. I didn't realize that he would start running as soon as I knocked down the door. I'll come back up and get him in a second. Is that a player summon? Oh. Destroyed the chest. Thankfully, I had already gotten what I wanted out of it. It is a player summon. Neat. I'm hoping to see a lot of player activity in this during the Return to Majula event. I always forget about this guy. I'm like, I sense danger. Why are my spider senses tingling? Alright, let's swap back to our handy dandy mace. Big iron ball of spiky, painful death. Get our small white sign soapstone. We'll probably do some online going forward. Grab this. Grab the Divine Blessing. And I'm going to throw my short sword back on, sit at this bonfire. Then I'm going to go try and get that friggin' twinkling titnit lizard. That's what I'm going to do. Hello with the pudding. Easy. Got him that time. Alright. So, basically, my plan is going to be recording these in segments. And then editing and uploading them like as often as I can. I'm gonna try to edit and upload daily, essentially. I'm not gonna be doing too much editing work, just because it's supposed to be like a laid back sort of experience, just to help me get back into the flow of making videos and recording regularly and stuff like that. We're gonna leave it off here and continue in the next part. My name has been Smell My Finger Guns. Where are my emotes? There they are. And hope you have a wonderful day. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy.